What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates, I am so ready for Smitty to just leave Martin at this point. Like, this is serious. Like, I just feel it's some form of abuse. I really do. I feel like he's manipulative. I feel like Martin is very manipulative. He's narcissistic. He's controlling as fuck. Like, everything about that man is so 1950s, which is crazy. He has a 1950s mindset of what he thinks life should look like, what he think marriage should look like. I'm like, sir, you need to step your ass into 2025 and step your ass into the 21st century. Like, come on, dude. Like, he's still sitting here trying to talk Smitty out of going back to work. Like, you already agreed that he could at least take on one assignment, which I still think is stupid and controlling, because how you going to tell somebody what to do and how many assignments they could take? And now he trying to renege on that. Like, dude, Smitty could do better. And I feel like deep down, Smitty is getting fed up with his ass. I do. I feel like Smitty is really getting fed up. But it's gonna. I don't know what Smitty's breaking point is, because we are only in a month into this show. I've been at my breaking point with his ass since episode 2, and we on episode 20. And I'm so over Martin treating Smitty like straight garbage for no reason. Like, I really need some more backstory into their marriage. Like, how did their marriage get to this stage? Like, was it always like this? Or did it happen over time? Like, Martin is something else. He need to just leave that man alone and let him go to work. Like, Martin keeps sitting here bitching and complaining, oh, this is our dream. No, this is your dream. Politics is what you want to do. That's your dream. That's not Smitty's career. That's not his dream. And the crazy part is Martin is so arrogant and delusional, he don't even see how much Smitty has supported him throughout the years, supported his whole damn career. And it's sad that he's not extending that same support to him when it's his turn. The kids are damn near grown. What is he supposed to do? Sit there and bake cookies every day? And play Mrs. Doubtfire? Like, dude, let that man do his thing. You out here doing yours. Like, I mean, I did love their little moment of romance when they kissed and all that type of stuff. I thought it was cute. But, nope. Smitty could do better. I love how stern Anita and Vernon, how stern they are. Like, when Vernon got on that, like when Vernon was telling Anita about Martin, his plans for presidency, Anita looked at the way she looked at Vernon and said no. Like, Anita wasn't playing. Anita was not playing with that shit. She said, he ain't running for no damn president. We need to nip this in the bud right now. And the way Vernon got on that phone, and Martin thought that Vernon was asking him to come have breakfast with them, Vernon turned his head real quick. Vernon said, no, that wasn't a request. Get your ass here. I'll see you in a minute. Vernon wasn't playing with it. And I love how Martin immediately got off that phone and was like, oh, I need to go change it. You know what time it is. Don't make them wait. I love it. In my opinion, I feel like that's how you run a family. Like, that's how you be an elder. You know what I'm saying? And people still have respect. You know, like, that's how you know you rule your family with an iron fist. Even when they grown as fuck, they still know not to try your ass. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is look at them a certain way, have a certain tone in your voice. They know you're not playing now. Because Vernon said, let's go. Get to the club now. I'm not going to say it again. I love that. I love it. That fool done forgot his phone at the apartment. And when he got there, it was so funny that when he got there, he really tried to pop off on them. I said, did he forget who he talking to? Because he really tried to get rude about the fact that they weren't here for him running for president. I'm like, dog, you're not understanding a thing that they're saying to you, because he really wasn't getting it. Like, Martin was not getting it. That's the arrogance on him. You know what I'm saying? And Anita was trying to look at Vernon like, oh, I wonder where he get that arrogance from. I ain't gonna lie and say Vernon probably, Vernon got some arrogance, some arrogant tendencies. I know he does. But, nah. Mm-mm. Martin just wasn't trying to comprehend what they're saying to him, and they were flat out telling him why he should not run. Because obviously you have a huge secret that they worked hard to keep quiet, and you're jeopardizing that. Like, this is why I say he's a narcissist, because he knows that he did something years ago he shouldn't have did, or whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? It could ruin his life if it comes out publicly. And once you run for president, I agree with Vernon. You got people out there that's going to spend millions of dollars to dig deep, very deep, beyond the surface to find out what you got in your closet. They're going to spend millions. They're going to do it. Especially being a black man. Hell yeah, they're going to do it. You know they are. And it's like Martin wasn't trying to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fallout from this. Like, if his secret ever came out, not only would it destroy him personally and professionally, what about his kids? What about Smitty? Their family is not going to be able to shield them from the fallout. And that's what they're trying to get him to understand. But it's like Martin was not trying to hear what they were saying. He just heard what he wanted to hear. He felt like, oh, y'all trying to, he took it as they were trying to, dangle the carrot in front of him. Like, y'all put this in my head. Like, y'all did this and that. Y'all groomed me over the years to do this. You know what I'm saying? To take my rightful place in the political world. You know what I'm saying? Told me I could do whatever I want, be whatever I want. And now you trying to snatch it away. Like, he basically felt like they didn't support him, which is ridiculous. I feel like, hell yeah, they would have supported him if he did not have this big secret looming over him. Because there's people that know about it already. Bill knows about it, and that's the last person you will want to know your deepest, darkest secret. And guess what? Bill knows about it. That's a problem. They can't trust Bill. You know what I'm saying? Any given moment, he could let that secret out. Any given moment. And you already know Bill going to use it as leverage. I mean, think about it. That's the best thing for Bill, to have a president in his back pocket whenever he wants. Perfect for him. And the minute Martin refuses to do something, that secret is going to come out. Like, it's like Martin's not understanding. He's not getting this. And now he wants to sit there and think that Anita and Vernon are against him. And that's not the case. They're trying to protect everybody in the family, including his dumb ass, and he's not getting it. And I'm glad Smitty walked in there when he walked in. And I'm glad Smitty now knows that Martin is keeping that secret from him about him trying to run for president, because he was all over Smitty about keeping his going back to work a secret, and look at the secret you're keeping. And he had to find out that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope Smitty get in his ass. I hope he chew him out. Like, seriously, because it's time for Smitty to lay down the law with Martin and take back some control over his life. Because I feel like Martin has way too much control over Smitty's life. Way too much. He need to take back that control. So anyway, moving on from that. Danny is a hot mess. Like, I really thought she was going to get this drinking shit under control. And when she ordered that orange juice, I said, okay, so you're going to do an orange juice instead of a Bellini. I said, all right, good for you. And then she said, never mind. Put some vodka in it. Girl, you don't order yourself a screwdriver? Like, really? It's going to take a minute for her to get out this drinking habit, I see. She ain't learned her lesson yet. And I was surprised when she was on the phone with Pamela and told Pamela about how Haley came to her house and confronted her about, tearing up stuff in her house. And I was surprised that Danny admitted that she was a little shaken up, that she was a little shook by, Haley coming over there saying all that. I was like, Danny was shook. I never thought I would hear Danny admit to being shook about anything, quite frankly. That was surprising to me. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I think Vernon definitely coddles Danny. Like he lets her know that he's disappointed in her actions. Like he don't agree with a lot of her actions. But he, like he said, you're a handful, but you're my handful. I feel like he coddles her. I feel like when it comes down to it, Vernon and Anita pretty much play good cop, bad cop with Danny. Because Anita stay on her ass. Like Anita don't play with Danny. She don't coddle her. She don't nothing. She's very stern with her. And I feel like that's the reason Vernon is a little bit more, you know, like he's a little bit more, how do I put it, easy with her compared to Anita. Because I feel like he tries to take it easy on her, seeing as how Anita pretty much bulldozes Danny whenever she does something stupid. So he don't want to pile on. But that could be another sign of enabling. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let that girl know, like you're damn near 50. You need to grow up and stop the foolishness. Because enabling her foolishness, all it's gonna do is continue it. That's all it's gonna do. And it was so funny when Danny left and Vernon took a sip of that orange juice. He tasted that vodka and that shit. And she gonna come back and take a sip talking about, oh, that's fresh squeezed orange juice. Vernon looked at her like, there ain't no damn fresh squeezed orange juice up in there. That's liquor. That's what that is up in there. The two people that Danny was sitting with, the people that's putting together the fashion show, they're playing that fashion show for Chelsea, they were definitely enabling her bullshit. Because they sitting there kissing her ass, talking about, oh, that was brilliant. Oh, that was good, what you did at the wedding. Like, they totally supported her shenanigans. And she was in awe of it. She loved it. Because they felt like, oh, that's great for your brand and stuff. I'm like, no. I'll sit here and encourage that foolishness. And, it's that type of enabling behavior that's going to make her continue to do what she do. I am so freaking happy that Chelsea went to go see Anita in the morning and stuff like that to go get her opinion on her designs. Because Anita looked at her sketches. Like, she looked at her handbags, like her purses and stuff. And she was like, oh, this is amazing. Remind me of Couture, but I'm not familiar with the designer. And she was like, oh, because it's mine. Like, it's my original design. Like, Anita was in awe of it. And I'm glad Anita encouraged her to talk to Danny finally and let her know, like, this is what you want to do moving forward and not modeling. Because I'm glad Anita put it into perspective for her and let her know, like, you come from a long list of Duprees who did things that their parents didn't really support. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Anita wanted to go off and tour and sing and stuff, her mom didn't support it. But she did it anyway. And look at her. You know what I'm saying? Danny wanted to be a model. She wanted to run off to New York and all that type of stuff and do modeling. Vernon and Anita did not support it. They didn't support it. But she went off and did it, and look at her. You know what I'm saying? So Chelsea got to do the same thing. She just got to, do her thing. Do what she want to do. And I'm glad that she got that encouragement to go do it. I'm glad she went and did it. She finally went and go talk to her mother about it. Because I think not only the conversation with Anita helped her, but I also think it was the contract that Danny gave her. Because that contract was for a 3-year deal for her to be the face of the fashion show for the next 3 years. And Chelsea was looking like, oh, hell no. And I'm glad that gave her the courage to just let her mother know, like, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I don't want to do modeling. Because the look on Danny's face was looking like, say what? But that's my thing about Danny. Like, why don't she just open up a talent agency or something like that? Like, her own little modeling agency. Like, she could help the next generation of young women and men, become models. I think that will work for her. I think she should. She could still be in the industry. You know what I mean? She should definitely do that. Moving on from that. Mike is a pervert. Like, that man is... I love how Bill took him to task for his inappropriate ass conversation that he was trying to have with him, because he was very inappropriate. like making jokes about a virgin and something. I was like, dude, a virgin and a prostitute. I agree with Mike. I mean, I agree with Bill. That's not work conversation. Like, dude, chill out. Even Tomas, like, they were all just creeped out by him. Like, they were just cringe. And I'm glad Bill put it out there because Bill was like, if this dude didn't win so much in court, he was like, I would have been bought his ass out the firm. Like, he would have been bought his share of the firm out from under him if he wasn't that good in court. You know what I mean? But he need to let him go. Like, find, just write him a check and buy him out at this point because that man is a total sleaze. And that to me confirmed that Bill and Tomas and everybody at that firm knew what type of dude Mike was. So it shouldn't be that hard to prove a sexual harassment case against his ass. I'm glad Naomi, decided to take on the case, even though the women at first were relieving her of that duty because they didn't want to put her in that position. But I'm glad she stuck it out and was like, nope, I'm going to go after him. Like, I know that's my dad or whatever, but y'all deserve justice. And she took it, the case on contingency. So as far as her fee is concerned, she basically don't get paid unless they win. I like those odds because I think she's determined now more than ever to take her father down and to take his firm down. Because they knew about this behavior. You can't tell me Bill didn't know about Mike's behavior. Look how that man be freely talking. And, Bill got pissy when Mike brought up Haley. Making little innuendo comments about Haley and stuff like that. And I do feel like Mike probably did something with Haley back in the day for her to get her position. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I do believe that Bill loves his kids. I believe that. You get to see that vulnerable side to him today when he was talking about his kids and not being as close to them and stuff like he once was and how he trying to fix that. You felt that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really do genuinely love them. But it's going to take a long while. I feel like Chelsea would come around probably a lot faster than Naomi would, to be quite honest. But when he sent out that I love you text to her and Naomi came to the office, I know in the back of his mind, he thought that she was coming here to reconcile. But I said, sir, that's not why she's here. When he got that notice that he was being served and that she was representing those women, I could see the look on his face because I know that was a lot of hurt on his face. But I know that hurt probably going to turn into anger at some point. That she would even take that case. I can't wait to see them duke it out in the courtroom because even he admitted to Tomas that his daughter is a formidable attorney. So I definitely feel like she's going to give him a run for his money in that courtroom. Even if she don't win, she may win. I think she got a strong case. But Bill, he's underhanded. He got dirty tactics. So it's definitely going to be a brawl between the two of them. His best bet is to try to settle that case, but Bill doesn't seem like the type of dude that settles cases. Like, definitely not. Especially when the reputation of his firm is at stake. I don't see him wanting to settle. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comments. Let me know what you all thought. I'll see you all later. Peace.